So in all honesty, this is gonna be an assignment. It's gonna be one of my presentations, and I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Why it's not letting me narrate my presentation, my PowerPoint, but you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go ahead and do it right here, and then I'm gonna email my teacher and stuff, and we're gonna try to get some things resolved. But as of right now, I gotta turn this assignment in before 12, so I'm finna get to it. Introduction. First, my name is Johnny Jones. My major is Family and Consumer Science. I'm from Bogue, Florida, and the title of this presentation I will be doing is Single Fathers. I picked this topic because it was one of the ones that was interesting and something I wanted to learn about. You know, I'm not no single father, I don't have no kids, but it is something that's an interesting topic, especially in today's world and in the race of the same race I am, man. There are a lot of single fathers, and you feel me? There's a lot of stuff that we don't really talk about, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I chose it. Explanation of how individuals are affected by your issue with their relationship, marriage, and or family. Okay. So I got basically, to begin with, okay, so this is part C of number 2. And basically, I'm going to start off with the first one. The explanation of how individuals are affected by the issue within a relationship. So as a single father, I think they are affected in many ways. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I think there's a ton of ways because they got to do everything on their own. You know what I'm saying? They could be at work trying to find somewhere, you know what I'm saying, to get their kids to live at while they at work. So that could be another thing financially. It could also be mentally too, because it could stress them out, you know. So it's way too many things that could go wrong possibly when you are even trying to figure things out as a single father, in my opinion. So we're gonna go to the next one. We got marriage. I think it's gonna be even more in marriage, because in marriage it's like you're supposed to be in tune with someone. You're supposed to be one, you know what I'm saying? And with y'all not being one, that alone makes it hard. So it's like you basically in a marriage, but it's like not even a marriage. It's like you're a boyfriend and girlfriend. So just trying to be able to be stable and just balance everything out, that's 10 times harder. And then you got work on top of all that, so that just makes it worse. And with family, oh man, I ain't gonna lie. Family can either make it or break it, because you get the guy with family that can make it easier by helping you and letting you able to clear your head sometimes, you know. That could be a big help if your parents or your family can like get the kids while you at work. That'll be a great help. But then if you got a family who ain't gonna really too much like help you, like you ain't gonna really win with that, because it's like you on your own. That'll be tough for real. So I think there's a lot of pros and cons when it comes to those situations. You really just have to figure out what works for you and just make it work. Then you got D, current statistics in the United States related to your topic. Well, it was actually more than I thought. I ain't gonna lie. After doing some little research, I thought it would have been like 13% in the world that was fathers, but there actually are a ton of single fathers. Not just African American and black people in general, but there are a lot of white fathers, you know what I'm saying, that's single. Yeah, there are actually more white fathers that's single than black fathers that's single, which was startling to me. And really, it's about like 57%. After doing some studies, it was like 62, but I'm like, nah. We gotta dig a little more. It was like 57% of the amount of single fathers in this world today. Then we got E. It said, describe one resource and or service that would be beneficial to an individual based on the topic you select. Okay, make sure that you... Okay, now bear with me, man. I'm trying to get this thing done. I can't narrate with my what's the name? So I gotta use this. Please understand me, Miss Johnson. Cause I'm finna email you after this. Trust me. Okay. Slide 10. Okay. Let me go ahead and read the rubric. I just did. And what I got right now, let me go ahead and pull it up. The name of resource service I got is Fathers Uplift Incorporation. So basically, Fathers Uplift is the first mental health substance, you know what I'm saying, that helps, you know what I'm saying, single fathers be able to maintain their mental health and, you know what I'm saying, keep it at a good pace where they can be able to operate and support themselves, you know what I'm saying. They're able to overcome a lot of barriers, you know what I'm saying, such as poverty, incarceration, and family instability. Some of them even help with trauma, so that's even more blessing, you know what I'm saying. They offer therapy, mentorship, group support, and a whole bunch of coaching services, you know what I'm saying, to help men become more active and emotionally present parents, you know what I'm saying. A lot of parents, especially single fathers, they just out here like, you know what I'm saying, some of them even deadbeats, but they just there, you know what I'm saying. They just think with them being in the presence of a kid, that's enough. And 9 times out of 10, it's not. So it teaches them how to be more involved in ways that they never understood, which is more of a blessing. This resource is especially valuable for single fathers who may lack a strong support system or feel overwhelmed by parenting alone. The inclusive and healing-centered approach recognizes about both the systemic and personal challenges that a single fathers face and help them thrive in their parenting role. You can search that up at www.fathersuplift.org. Yeah. So, I think this is the last one. Yeah, I think this is the last one. So let me go ahead and get it right. Then. Let me come to an end. Give me a second. Bear with me, please. Come on, bro. I'm back, bro. I'm just having some malfunctions, man, but I got it back together, bro. I'm aggravated right now. Anyways, this assignment gave me a new appreciation for the unique challenges faced by single fathers. A lot of things that they face, I didn't know. You know, there's a lot of new things I learned, and I'll prevent myself from going through these things by choosing wisely of the women in that pit. Oftentimes, society tends to focus primarily on single mothers, you know what I'm saying, when single fathers are often overly looked, you know what I'm saying, even though they too face financial pressures, emotional burdens, and basically the same things and struggles that single fathers face, the responsibility of raising children alone still falls on them both. I learned that resources like Fathers Uplift play a critical role in creating space for single fathers to feel seen, supported, and encouraged. It also made me reflect on how important it is to expand public services and mental health resources that are inclusive of fathers, especially those doing it on their own. This project challenged my own assumptions and presumptions about parenting and deepened my understanding of how gender roles and caregiving need to evolve in both policy and practice. Basically, I'm going to just read off some of my references. I got National Fatherhood Initiative. I got Fathers Uplift Incorporation. Livingston G. The Changing Profile of Unmarried Fathers. And yeah, I'm going to just email my teacher, man. I ain't got too much to say.